Do-do-do-do-do. Yes, now we have microphones. Welcome everyone. I'm just going to confirm that the audio is working. And it is working. Great. Fantastic. So, welcome everyone to another UGS stream. This week we are going to see more programming stuff, because, yes, of course. Today is my day of streaming, Kaado, the programmer of the team, and we are going to continue programming on Droian. Yes, indeed. Also, I believe it is the first time I have ever seen, let me just do a sneak peek in here. You see, dropped frames 0.0%. I mean, I'm streaming on the same network, the 4G connection I have. And yes, it is a 720p stream, 30 FPS, I believe. It's a very, what can I say, a very 15 years ago HD quality, but seeing a 0% dropped frames, it's kinda, something to behold and to be happy for. Which is strange because there is this festival going on in here, which is kinda, well, it is funny and happiness all around this location, but they have been blasting on music all week, which is kinda annoying because the festival is programmed to start tomorrow, and yeah, the local mayor, president, whatever it's called, uh, whatever the English translation for that man which is in charge of the municipal place is called. I call it president because it's Portuguese name, but I believe in English it's translated to mayor. And he decided to just blast music all week, really loud. And in order to not be picked up by the mic, I have to close my window. Which is a bummer because it's really hot. It's really hot in here. I don't have AC in my room and I have just this little fan, and I used to turn on the fan and open the window in order to have bearable temperatures, but because there's music blasting and I need to use this microphone, I can't just turn on the fan, otherwise it will be picked up by the mic and I can't have the windows opened because of the music outside. So yeah, I've been cooking in here, yes indeed. But temperatures aside, IRL is always boring as usual. So let me pick up some other music for you, shall we? My usual, not copyright free. I own the rights to play this music on stream, although it is not my music. It's a music pack that I have bought off Humble Bundle, and I have the rights to do whatever I want with this music as long as I don't sell it as my own. So I can place it on YouTube, Twitch stream. I can even place it on any video games and sell it. I just can't claim it as my own and sell it on its own. But I have the rights to play it. So yeah, no copyright strikes bullshit going on with this. So let's just play it, shall we? There you go. I don't have a way to know if the music is actually in proper volumes or not. I don't see any modders still on the stream yet, so let's just hope it's alright. Let's just hope the volume is good, And before we start working on Godot, let's talk about the project, because you might be new to the stream. You might be watching the VOD of the stream for the first time and wonder what the heck are we and what we are doing. Yes, so we are a small team based in Portugal, Untitled Game Studio, and we have our small website, UGS.pt. Yes, indeed. In there, there's everything about us. You know, you can check the progress of our game Droian, which we are currently developing. And we are a small team of 4. There you go, this is myself. And you know, right now I'm streaming with this bongo cat thing, you know, this animated avatar of myself, but you know, webcam soon TM, which is the meme of our team. It is an internet meme. We kinda know the soon TM, which basically means it will be not soon, but you know, soon TM webcam, because I have fixed my desktop, and when I port all the stuff from my laptop to the desktop and fix or buy a new webcam, this thing might go away. Who knows? But right now, you see our team. We are a team of 4. We are an independent indie studio trying to, well, we are trying to be game developers, so we are just developers wannabes, basically. And yes, we have other projects. So we have worked before on alpha versions of games, just like Red Run, which was developed in Unity. The alpha version, proof of concept, is available on itch.io. Same thing for Xauria. Although the Xauria, the alpha version developed on itch.io is P5. Well, it is a JavaScript using the P5 library version, which is able to play on the browser as well, so you can try it there. Although it's not the current version of Xauria, because we are developing a new version of Xauria using the Godot game engine, you know. But because this is an RPG wannabe inspired on Pokemon and Zelda and you know, other RPG games, we have stats and a bunch of enemies and an open world, and well, it's a very, how is the word again? Ambitious project, you know. And because we are just a small team of 4, this will take a long time, and we want to release a game, you know, soon TM, not in a billion years in the future, you know. So we are just reduce the scope, and we are trying to release a game soon TM. When I say soon TM, I'm not saying in a couple of months, I'm saying soon TM. It can be in the next year, it can be in the next 2 years, it can be when it's ready, basically. That's what soon TM means. It will be released when it is done, basically, because we have a motto on UGS Stream and UGS Studio, which is basically we will release when the game is ready, which means we are going to do everything in our power to polish the game, to be bug free, even though we already know it's going to have bugs. It's impossible to, you know, get rid of every single bug there is, but you know, we are going to give our best to not release an incomplete game, which is a trend that we are seeing in the game industry, which is releasing early access and releasing full versions at full price of AAA games, but in reality they are just a complete mess of bugs, and they have to, you know, release patches on patches on patches of bug fixing updates. And you know, we kinda like the old thing of releasing a game that is, you know, actually complete, so we are trying to do that. Of course, there is other stuff with microtransactions and other bullshit that we are trying to avoid as well. Well, let's just say we don't have planned DLCs and other bullshit. And even if DLCs are going to happen, because let's be honest, I'm not close-minded to DLCs, I'm just close-minded to paid DLCs, and close-minded being I don't agree with that trend. So let's just say if whatever game we release is successful and there is a demand for it, let's just say I'm happy to oblige for that, but it's probably going, you know, something to think in the future. You know, we will be happy to release a full game and only think of the full game itself, you know? So yeah, let's talk about Droian, our current project. And the current project that we are developing, it is a 2D platform pixel in a pixel style, and it is inspired in the Metroidvania genre. And yes, indeed. Even though we are seeing the each IO in here, it's just the page. There is no, there is not a demo yet. It's a work in progress. But you know, you can follow us in here, in the other social, your social media that we have. You know, it is all the links down in the description as well, and you can see that. So yeah. Let's just stop mumbling around, because you know we need to focus on the game, and to focus on the game we need to stop, you know, waffling and whatever we are doing right now and actually start working, shall we? So let's just minimize the plugs and the socials and whatever. Hydrate myself because, you know, need water. And let's start working, shall we? Let's just make sure I have the OBS opened, so just to make sure the stream is up and running and everything's fine. There you go. And let's start. Yes, indeed. So there is new things going on. In the last programming stream we have programmed an enemy, and the enemy has detection and movement and whatnot, but I have implemented newer stuff. What do I mean by that? Well, the enemy now can detect the player and follow it like before, but the movement and the detection is constant up to a distance, and that distance is also detected by vision. What do I mean by vision? So the enemy now has the ability to detect the player within a radius, you know, like before, like we have made in previous streams. But if the player enters that detection area, now the enemy will start following our playable character, which is I.A.N, this little robot. And it will see if there is a straight line. So it will be if there is something in between. So the enemy knows the player is in here, and it will see if there's something, a path. It will calculate a path to arrive to this place where is I.A.N, and then at the same time it will check if I.A.N is visible, if I.A.N is actually in this place, and if it is, it will continue calculating the shortest path to arrive at this place and, you know, following the player. Let's just see that. See? It's saying, even if the player moves around, the enemy is still following it, but if the line of sight, which is this, it is represented by this green line, it's broken. This means the enemy is not seeing the player, and therefore it will move to the last place where the enemy is seeing the player, which is basically around in here. Well, kind of. There's still bugs to be polished and stuff to be rounded and whatnot, but you know, it's kinda working. You know, a work in progress. So yeah, there is this vision going on. See? Enemies moving. Still following the player, and if I get away from the light of sight, which is I didn't, the enemy will still following me because it's seeing me, but if I go away from the line of sight, then the enemy will arrive to the last place he has seen the player, and then it will remain at that place. And it will stay there. Yes, indeed. So I have planned to continue said development, but I have noticed something different from the other streams from, well, the Pixel John, which is our artist in the house. He is also the level designer of our team, and he was struggling a little bit with the gameplay, mainly the ability to not be stick to a wall, this thing. So let's talk about the case scenario. If I stick to a wall but I actually want to fall, there's no way to cancel this sliding thing, sticky movement that I have in here. And this is something that takes away the control of the player to actually not be stick to a wall. And yeah, this is something that we are going to fix before we continue with the enemy development, you know? So, let's just do that. First I need to open the player script. So let's open player script and try to remember, well, increase the program area because, well, I'm streaming and I can't just drag the script window to another screen. I need to, you know, show our lovely viewers what I'm doing. So yeah, this is the area that I have to work with code, which is fine, you know, it is workable. And search where I have the press down key. So I have two places on update, well, on update on when the game calculates the input and when calculates movement. So for those of you who are used to game development, there's usually one place when calculates the code that you want to happen on the beginning, when the game starts, which is on Godot, which is ready. So this is when we enter the game, we want to run this code. There you go. And every frame we want to calculate another code, which basically everything else. But there is a problem with that, which is with physics. You see, calculating physics, it's very heavy intensive. And a way to optimize that and actually tying movement with the frame rate, which is not actually by calculating the frame, which actually by tick, which is another term, which is basically the one cycle of the game. Let's just say that, and in that cycle it calculates the physics and all the math and the code and whatever, and then with that calculates the construction of the graphics of the set frame, and then calculates that frame and show it on the screen. So it is a tick cycle. But doing the physics on that, it's, well, let's just say if there is a huge performance hit by doing that on tick. So what game engines usually do is do that calculations not based on the tick, on the tick cycle of the calculations, and they just do it by time. So they calculate that time cycle, and which is basically on a very small milliseconds, and it is constant. So every millisecond time, which is a specific time. I don't know which is done in Godot. I believe in Unity was 10,000 of micro milliseconds and something like that. On the fixed update, I don't remember. Which is important is the physics process, each tied on the time which is calculated the physics on the game engine, and it is not tied by the tick, by the calculation cycles, but it is tied by time itself. So it is when the game engine is doing all its cycle, its code cycle, and if it detects by a fixed time that it is time to calculate this physics, then it does calculate the physics and it applies the movement, because the movement is tied by physics because of collisions and velocities and whatnot, and then it applies said velocities and collisions and whatnot, which is a very constant way of making movement, which is great, because you don't want physics tied to the frame rate, which is very bad. You don't want to be, you don't want the Bethesda problem, let's just say that, when you can Sonic run if you are looking at the ground, but if you are looking at buildings and AIs and, NPCs and whatnot, you barely move. You don't want that problem. You want to have a constant movement. So, what's up, Roxy? Hello there. Sorry for the delay, was checking on the fire happening in here. Ooh, there is a fire happening in there. I hope everyone is safe. I know there is wildfire season in Portugal, and yeah, it's kinda bad. I hope everyone is safe in there. I'm glad to see you in here. I was struggling to see if everything is alright, if the quality of the stream it is. And it was not a forest when thankfully it was an accident in a house near. Oh, it was a house on fire. Well, sometimes those are worse than forests, because it has a higher potential to have, injuries on people. And there is also the fact that someone lost their house, which is very bad, I really hope they have house insurance and everyone is alright and there's no injuries in there, But yeah, all perfect. Great to know that. Yeah, I'm worried it's one of those super old ones that are very close to each other, but yes. Because there's also old houses and they are, sometimes they are fire hazards and they are close to other houses that spread fires and whatnot. Yeah, nasty stuff. I hope everyone is alright and I hope everything goes well. Especially those affected by the fires. Well, at least it's not trees burning, which is the more common fire we see in Portugal, But yeah. There you go. Our hearts are with the victims. Well, let's just move to a more upbringing news. Mothers are in here. I believe it is the first time I see not dropped frames. Yes, I've been streaming for half an hour and I haven't seen an even single dropped frame, which is something new. Yes, indeed, it is something I haven't seen actually ever, which is great. Yes, I have done all the cycle, restart the computer, restart the internet, pray to God and all the gods, and I haven't done all the witches thing because I'm not into that stuff, and pray to them as well, to everything goes on, and toss a coin to God and toss another coin to the back for the devil as well, which is that saying, you know. So toss a coin to pray for good things, and toss a coin to the devil so he doesn't mess with you, you know, that kind of stuff. But yeah, no frame drops, which is kinda awesome. Yes indeed, toss him a coin. And I'm not going to sing the Witcher song because that might be copyright as well, although I was tempted to do it. But yeah, yes indeed, that plug to help us. Toss a coin to us to help if you want. Yes indeed. We work basically for free. We work for the passion of our hearts to making video games. Because we don't win the bread, we don't have any game on the market, and well, we love to joke the soon TM thing, so we are going to release Droian soon TM, but we kinda know what soon TM implies, which is just joke. Well, our soon TM, it will be basically a long time in the waiting, because this game will be released when it's done, and so we are just working out of our arts and passion, and yeah, there is no money coming in from these activities. So if you want to, you know, support us in any way, you're already doing it by watching us, and you know, we thank you for that. But there is also the follow and whatnot. It is actually a great way to support us, but you know, if you want to do even more help, there is also other ways to do it. We have Ko-Fis, and I don't believe we have Patreon set up already, because I believe it was down or something, but it is up, I don't know. Click the links down in the description, it might be up, it might be not, and you can even enter in contact with us if you want to do one-time donation as well. That will be grateful for that. Yes indeed, we have Ko-Fi. We do, but Patreon is shit. Do Ko-Fi people. There you go. Roxy in the chat. She is the manager of all the things, you know. So there you go. Links down in the description if you want to support us. There you go. A plug done. So let's just focus on work, shall we? And Pixel John in the chat, he'll be very happy to hear that I'm working on the gameplay thing that he was struggle in his stream, which is the down function of Droian. Yes, we are working on gameplay. So, yeah, I explained the physics process and the process thing and whatnot. Well, I was mumbling, basically, procrastinating. Ha, continuation, yes indeed. The wall jump down key move, yes indeed, and you actually know what I'm talking about. Hell yeah. Almost like you organized this, yep, somehow. God damn it, it's really hot in here. Yes, you weren't on the beginning of the stream. I kinda complain about this festival going on in here. They are being loud throughout the week. It's not actually the festival. The festival is programmed to start tomorrow. But the mayor, the president, the local president, but the correct translation to English, I believe it's mayor. He kinda have been playing music to this place the entire week, which is kinda annoying because, you know, it's been my alarm clock, basically. So yeah, I'm kinda being wake up when he starts playing music, and it's playing loud music. So my way of fixing that is close my window, because I don't have aircon, so I have to have the window open to stay fresh in conjunction with my fan. The problem is I'm streaming, and so for the stream to not catch the definitely copyright music, I have to close the window. At the same time, I have to stop my fan so it doesn't get caught up on the microphone. So yeah, we are in the fire season. which means it is the hot season, and I'm cooking up in here. So yeah, there you go. Yes, indeed, we are burning in here, but you know, nothing I'm not used to. You know, it will be while I'm working in here, and yeah, maybe try fun, we can see if it's okay. Have you pondered sitting in one of those kiddie pools while you are streaming? Ho ho ho! A hot tub stream! But not being hot, but actually a cold tub stream. That could be fun. Not for Twitch though, because you know, well, I'm not the big breast variety. I'm more of, you know, how do you say in English? Have pubic hair in your chest variety, although I know some of you are into it, but you know, I know those kind of contents are more suitable for the, yes, the only websites for the fans. And I'm trying to avoid saying the entire word because I don't know if it's something that it is safe in here, you know. I like to be family friendly in here, but there you go. Every every breast variety. Yes indeed, yes indeed. But yeah, there you go. Maybe for those in there, maybe in the future, who knows, maybe we can do a joke stream on that. Probably not gonna happen, but yeah, that's the joke, the hot tub streams, you know. Yes indeed. Well, I'm mumbling and procrastinating again, talking about another thing that's not related to you are actually saying I'm trying to avoid actually working, which is something sad. But hey, jokes aside, maybe it would help keep you cool. Do it without camera and no one will know. Yes indeed. So, because I don't have a webcam, who knows, I might be streaming naked. Actually not, I'm actually have pants and t-shirts and whatnot because I don't like to be actually naked at home. But yeah. And yes, I'm with my pajama, my, you know, those fresh shorts and t-shirts, you know, pajama things. But yeah, there you go. Focus on pants and subscribe. God damn it, why? No, you actually have to subscribe to that. Yes, indeed. Subscribe to all the things. Links in the description for more shenanigans like this. Let's just focus on game. Yes, indeed. Roxy is actually spamming I.A.N's emote, so yeah, we need to focus on that. So, inputs, right? We have all the inputs. We have input action up, and I believe we have an input action down. We have to for the down thing for dropping the munition, the mine bomb, which is the mine out. There you go. We have this in here. It is set up as down, great. So I'm just gonna copy this thing, which is important. Now, I need to check where we are going to place this condition, because this condition must be checked when we are glued to the wall. So let me see. Process delta, blah blah blah, that's fine and all, and happy and whatnot. Well, all the inputs should be placed in here, but I'm pretty sure the glue to the wall part is not in here. It's actually probably in here somewhere. So yeah, there's this. And so if is on wall, if is on floor or not is wall, then can wall jump through. So this is not the code that stops us from sticking to the wall, or actually stick us to the wall. This is another thing. And this is not what we are searching for. No. What we are searching for is something different. So if I'm not on the wall, then it will do the movement and whatnot. But if I'm on the wall, or timer wall thing, that means we are on the wall. This means we are going to stick to the wall. And the velocity, this is just to make sure we are not going up. Let me see. Maybe mic a little louder, just a tad. Do you want me to make the mic louder or not? I don't know if you are talking about that the volume is good or not, because just a little, it is on max. I can't make my microphone, I can place the microphone closer to my mouth though. This is the best I can do because the microphone is already at max volume. And I have noticed the instance when I was talking to chat, because I had the OBS close to the chat window, and I have seen instance of the mic clipping. So yeah, I'm worried about that. But the microphone is already at max. Oh, okay, that's perfect. Oh, that's perfect. That's perfect. So I'm not messing around. I'm more worried if the music is... the value of the music is lower than it should be though, because I haven't, you know, done the usual setup of the volume at the beginning of the stream. So maybe I should lower a little bit the music sound. So let's just do that. Maybe minus 4 dBs for the music, because sometimes it's harder to hear you. Maybe because I'm, well, it's probably because I move around and my mouth is not close to the mic all times. Maybe it's that. Because sometimes it's hard to hear you. That's probably it. I'm probably moving too much. So yeah, let's try to put the microphone up so I always stay with my mouth close to the microphone, my back are, so my posture is right. So yeah, it's not my usual way of being, you know, but yeah, it's health for my back, it's sound good to the stream. Yeah, you need an headset mic. No, I don't need an headset mic because I hate those. Those have lower quality. I actually had one before, when I had the wireless headset that I have bought actually 12 years ago. It had an headset microphone, but that was very, very, very bad. And you know, I actually don't like that, so I have upgraded my microphone to a Razer boom mic one. I have done that to, you know, have a great audio quality when I was online lecturing in the COVID lockdown era, because I used to be a teacher. And yeah, I have upgraded my audio. I actually had a webcam in that time, but my webcam, my USB webcam, it was actually a popular streamer webcam, a Logitech one, but it broke, so yeah, it's not working. That's why I'm streaming with this Bongo Cat thing. Yeah. And I'm mumbling again, god damn it. Let's focus on the game, shall we? So, this in here is where I apply the stick wall function. Good old not reliable Logitech. Logitech is actually reliable. More reliable than Razer. Well, yeah. I'm kinda thinking, because I have Razer products, and Razer products are actually over budget. I have learn that they are really expensive for no stupid reason, and they tend to broke after a while. So I have a Razer mechanical keyboard. It's starting to double typing some keys, which is really annoying. I have gone through 3 Razer mouses, and I swear to myself to not buying Razer products ever again. This mic has a problem in the volume monitor wheel. I don't use it, so it doesn't matter. It's still using the... Well, the microphone is working fine, but yeah, microphone has value, so every single Razer thing that I have owned is had a problem, and I hate that. Logitech on the other side, I have a Logitech keyboard. It's actually older than my Razer keyboard. It's actually, I have bought my Logitech keyboard at the same time I have bought my wireless headset, which is 12 years ago, and the keyboard it's working fine, and I'm using it right now. It's a membrane keyboard, but it, you know, it's not horrible. It's good for what it is, and it is working fine. But my Logitech webcam is broken, so yeah, who knows? Who knows? And Roxy spamming Ian's, yeah, because she noticed that I'm procrastinating, not doing anything. So yeah, let's just focus on the game again, or try to. Yep. So this is the place where I apply the fall down function. So if we are the velocity on the y is higher than 0, which means we are falling, and if we are falling, then we are going to apply the thing in here. But I'm going to apply another if in here. If we detect an press down thing, then the time wall, come on, the timer wall will need to be equals to this, the timer wall max. There you go. I believe there is that. I mean, this is not the correct thing to do, but it kinda works. So yeah, there's that. Obviously there's the problem about the animation thing, which is not great. That's not the thing that it should happen. Because when the timer goes to the max, it should apply the move animation, so it should go there. Oh, that's another bug. Yeah, I know what the heck is happening. So when it falls, it still has the stick animation. So how the hell do I fix that? Because, you know, to apply the other animation, when it starts falling, then it should go to a move or idle, you know? Because it is not sticking anymore. It's not doing this anymore. So, if it's not doing this anymore, then it should go to idle or something to indicate that we actually did something, you know? So let's try that. If we press down, I'm just gonna do the idle move because, yeah. Just so we visually see that we have done something. It's not just gravity that is applied, it actually changes the animation. And when this goes to 0, but if we are not pressing any key, it will still stays in the wall thing. And so there is this as well. But this is for just the idle. And the idle moved. This is another thing. This is the updated for the animation in idle. That's not what we want. What we want is, if this is in this, there's the wall. But if not, then I can do this. Yes. If we are not in here... Wait, but that can cause a problem though. Does it? Because if you stick to a wall, we don't have the move animation anymore, and that's fine. Then let's try it. Because why not? Else. Maybe this. But this is wrong because he'll still be falling. So this is not the correct thing. Try it. If it causes a problem, then you'll know it causes a problem. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. But I'm trying to think about it, because, you know, breaking code just for breaking it, it's not fun. And I'm trying to think about this. Because if I'm on the wall, it will immediately do this. And if I stick, it will do this. But if I press down, then it will do... Oh. Maybe I know a better way to do it, but that might not be the correct way to do it. Because it will always be swapping between animations, and I don't like that. That's not the thing to do though. This may work, but it may cause problems. Well, it didn't work, as expected. What the hell? They didn't change this. It did even did this. Why? I triggered this, so this is triggered. But the guy is still on the wall, so it doesn't apply this. Because it's still on the wall, so yeah. But this is in here. So the timer wall is higher than the timer wall max. It's higher or equal, and it means it's equal, so it should then enter in here instead of being in here and apply this. Higher than this. Let me see. Is wall. There you go. That's right. Now this. There's that. Yes. Show me the others. There's that. When I jump, there's this. It should be a reset somewhere. That is if I'm not on the wall. Yeah. Then there's that. But I'm on the wall, so it shouldn't reset. So it should have updated to the idle moved. So yeah. Let's open the player. Just to, you know, click in the animation thing and idle moved. So yeah, idle moved exists. Questions. Great questions deserve great answers. This isn't working in here, so there's no reason to be in here. But there's the problem still. This problem still. Oh, but if I'm on the wall... if I'm on the wall... If I'm on the wall, then I should get this. Because this timer, you know, has ended. And then that means I'm falling. And there you go. Yeah. Let's see. There you go. Yep. I believe it's fixed. That works. Yay! And now the player has control. There you go! Fantastic! So, there's the functionality. And there you go. Great. If I now press down, that wasn't supposed to happen. There you go. Now the dude falls, which is great. Fantastic. And other animations, they are kinda working, so yeah. Just make sure, let's make a small test in here. I'm going to... Where was the map that Pixel John was working on? That had that problem thing? It was somewhere around in here. This one? It was this one? It was one of the later rooms. Yeah, one of those. So let's see. Scene assign, let's try to find this cancel. I just want to know. It's 8 and 9. Let's open 8 and the 9. Let's see. I don't think it was one of these. 9. It was 9. There you go. 9. Is there a place to start to automatically start because there's this, and I'm worried that I.A.N is going to fall somewhere outside the map. Let's try it, cause whatever. So base, let's see 9. Play, let's see if there's something happening. As expected, I have fallen off. Doesn't matter, I can go... What the heck? These ones don't have collision? I don't know if Pixel John wants to notice that somewhere, but yeah, these ones don't have collision. There you go. I'm going to slowly go there, and I can't go there. Fantastic. God damn it. I need to add something to the 9th, which is, I believe, a save point. And if I add a save point to this place, I believe I'm going to spawn there. Come on, man. I don't want to add the script. I was picking the wrong thing. Where's the save thing in here? Save station. There you go. That's the thing that I wanted. And I'm going to add it in here. Now if I do play, I'm going to spawn on the save point. There you go. Fantastic. There you go. And then if I stick to the wall, I didn't. But if I stick to the wall, I can press down and go Sonic fast in here. There you go. This door is disabled, so I'm just gonna jump over the save, press shift or enter, and there you go. This in the future gonna... What? The collisions of these things are different from this. See? And because I.A.N is not set up to be a capsule collider anymore, it does this. God damn it. But hey, something. Let's just make sure of stuff in here. Yeah, the collisions on the corner are not set up to go over that. So yeah, I'm gonna have to put in a different tile on that spot. No, don't worry about that. It's basically this stuff. I'm gonna fix it. So let me just close this for now and just make a quick fix on this. For those at home asking me what the dumbass you are for using a collision on a polygon shape if you can just use the capsule. Well, the capsule was doing a bug, I don't know why, but it was having a bug when I collided with the wall. You can see it on previous streams, the VODs are available on YouTube. And basically I.A.N was sticking on the collisions of the wall. And I have tried to come up with a solution, and somehow the box didn't stick to the wall, but the capsule did. And I didn't know why. So I settled on this polygon shape. Yeah, that's right. But this thing, well, it was using this problem in here, so let's just try and solve it. So by adding that dot in there, it it was a 14 or something, or 12. No, it was a 12. And this is not a 0, this is that value. Now, it is the 15, it is the 15. So this is not a 14, I want a 13 and a half. Actually, I want a 14. This is not a 12, this is an 11 and a half. Well, actually it is a 10 and a half. And now this one, I want this. So 12 and a half. Something like this. Yeah. This maybe not like that. Maybe 11 is enough. Yeah, something like that. Because if this collides in front with something spiky, it should, you know, slide. So maybe I want this to go... yeah. I'm thinking this maybe can go down or not. Let me see. Maybe this is fine. You know, I was thinking about doing in a pixel perfect way, and maybe I will, because why not? So this is 11 volume, this is a 14 value, this is a 12 volume, and this is a 13 value. There you go. Now we do the same thing for the other side. So let's add another and place it somewhere in here. That's fine. And now do the same thing. So maybe 13. Well, this one is actually 14. This is minus 11. What? And this shall be 13. Yeah, something like that. Yeah. I believe this can work. Let's save it and test it again, just to make sure this case scenario may or may not be fixed. So let's just try it. That's not the one we want. So that's the one down there. It's not enough, and I can see it, why it is not enough. So yeah, we need to increase this by probably 3 pixels, which is fine. That's fine. So let me just make this. So it was this one, right? So instead of being 13, it will be like 11. And this one, so 11 to 9. Well, let's choose 9. Yeah, something like that. Do the same thing on the other side. So instead of being minus 11, it will be minus 9. I said minus 9. And the up thing, instead of being 13, will be 11. It is 11? Yeah. Why it does look different, though? So 11, 12, 14, 9. So 14, 9, 14, 9. 11, 12. 11, 12. It is my height? Or this looks different than this somehow? No, this is fine. Yeah, I believe it's my eyes tricking me somehow. I can make this and, you know, go in here. Where's the color on this thing? Why can't I just do that though? Visibility. Maybe in here I can do something to kinda see-ish. I knew it. Something... no. Because this pixel is... so yeah. Yeah, I believe it's fine. Let's just try it. If it works, yeah, it's probably fine. Let's see it. Well, well, well. This bug is still not fixed. Too much. I don't know if the stream has noticed the bug that... yep, this bug. The animation not being sticked to the right place. Well. Stuff, you know? There you go. See? Now it's not sticking. It worked! Yay! This is basically to prevent collisions to be pixel perfect, you know? And this is basically the reason why game development usually use capsules instead of box for characters. So to avoid them being stick on pixel stuff. Yeah. But you know the slight flick when you transition from one tile type to another? But it is small. And this can basically avoid problems in a game, which is good. So yeah. There's that. Yeah, solved it. That's good though. Realistic, I.A.N would wobble. Yeah, it's actually somewhat realistic. Just iterated myself. The correct thing, again, it will be to use the capsule. And why I'm not using the capsule? Because for some reason the capsule will stick on the tiles on the wall and the cube doesn't. I don't know why, but yeah, there's that. So that's why I'm using this weird polygon collider, because this doesn't stick to the wall and the capsule did. So yeah, Godot bug things, but yeah, there's that. So I have fixed the problem. Well, there's not fixed in its entirety though. There's still one thing that I need to fix though. Let me see if I can do it. Which is that bug, the animation bug that we have seen. And this involves the wall detection. So let me go to the player script, go to the wall detection function, which is somewhere in here, is wall. There you go. There's the wall detection. And I would love to, you know, see. Wall detection as overlapping bodies. So it does. Wall detection as overlapping bodies. There is. If is on floor, then return false, but if I'm not on the floor, there's that. Now, I need to check the collision though. because it's important. Because if I'm colliding with the wall, then I should apply the correct thing, the correct direction. Now, can I get the objects in here? Can I get the objects in here? Get overlapping bodies. There you go. And I want the first one. Can I do this? No, I can't. What can I do in here? Let's investigate. Let's see. Angular dump. Area. Entered, exited. Shape. Area shape entered. Blah blah blah. There's audio stuff. There's body entered. Stuff. Get overlapping areas. Get overlapping bodies, which is also another function. Gravity. As overlapping areas and bodies, linear dump. Overlaps area. Overlaps body. I want the points, you know? Set collision layer value. There's shapes, I don't care about that. Get angle to. Get angle to? What is this? Get relative transform to parent. Relative transform to parent. Global position, rotation, so get angle to. Maybe that one. Global scale, skew, transform, translate, look at. Position, rotation. Scale, skew. Basically, I want to know the contact point, otherwise I will need to find it another way. And that's not fun. That's not fun because it's more computational stuff that I have to do, and that's annoying. Yep, that's annoying. I could just double this and make this double, you know. And you know, I might do that, because why not? Why not? So let me just see the direction thing, because it's important. And God damn it. Well, I'm getting the paybacks, I see. There you go. Roxy has played the scream to me. Yes, indeed. Let me see. Let me see. I support the polygon. It was there for us when the capsule failed us. I have Saying that, I gotcha. Hehehe, I see, I see. It's the payback for my screams. There you go, there you go. Nothing, just wanted to get you back. Well, I'm kinda glad I don't have a working webcam because I kinda did a jump scare. So yeah, there you go. I'm not the type to screen on jump scares, but I'm the type of doing that little jumps, you know? Yeah. But now I know what you are doing, so I'm getting ready. Yes, love this. Yes, indeed. I know that. I understand that. That's why I do it. Yep. Now you know the pleasures of doing screams to others. Well, let's focus where we were. So, if direction. Let me see. There's that, but if I'm on the wall, there's actually this. So I'll need to copy this, and we are not going to do the direction thing. We are going to do the wall thing. This thing in here. And I will do this. There you go. I will need this for something else, but right now I'm going to create another, but I need to make sure the wall detection is not being used anywhere else. It is important. But then it swaps though. But then it swaps. I need to be careful with this. Or it... No, it doesn't swap, because it's only the animation thing that swaps, not the dual thing. Alright, then that's fine. But I'm using this anywhere else? No, I'm not. So great. Fantastic. Let's add something else to our player, shall we? So I will have a wall detection, but now this wall detection will be different. I will call it wall detection right. And I will double it, duplicate, and this will be left. There you go. Now this right and this left, I will apply it a different size for these collisions. So let me just see the transform of this position and scale and whatnot. Where do I change this though? There you go. There is the thing that I want to change. So in this collision, the right collision, I want this to start in the middle. There you go. That's done. Fantastic. Now there's the left one. And in the left one, I just need to go to the transform and make negative on the y-axis. Why the hell did... Come on. Couldn't you just be a great one and just, you know, stayed on the right place? There you go. So it is the x-axis that I need to mirror. So there you go. There's the right and there's the left. Right? Just make sure this is the left one and this is the right one. Alright. Alright. Great. So let's just go back to the script and we will check. This is going to fail because there's not a wall detection. There's this thing in here. So basically I will want something like this, but I will check in here. Instead of this, I'm going to see the right one. So if the right thing has overlapping bodies, that means we have a wall to the right, then it will apply the right wall thing. It will be looking to the right. But if we have a wall to the left, as well I'm going to return true, because true, you know. Else, so is there a wall? So we are checking if there's a wall. Else, I believe it's the same thing. I believe I need to do a copy pasta. I believe I need to do a copy pasta like this one instead of an else. I believe I need to do that. But instead of have right, I will have left. It will be this one instead of this. It will return true. And if there's no overlaps, then it will return false. So if I'm on the floor, return false. If I'm not on the floor, then it will check if I'm on the walls and apply the correct rotation, otherwise it returns false. Let's see. Come on. Yeah, I believe it's working. There's some distance to apply the sticky thing that we could work, you know? But if I'm moving to the left, slowly, and then I start, come on, slide. It was not to slide like that, my friend. There you go. See? I believe the bug has been corrected. I don't like this though. I don't like the slide thing being too away from the wall though. So let's just make sure it doesn't, before we end up with the bug fixing on our characters. So we have the idle animation, so let me just check for the wall thing. Yeah, there's the wall. This wall should only apply if we are sticking to a wall. And as we can see, we should go to the segment and reduce it. Something like that. There you go. And if I mirror the thing, I believe it's on X, -1. There you go. It will only apply the thing in those 2 pixels. So yeah, and the floor, you know, does this. But then again, it may... Let me just check something. The is on floor. It is important to distinguish from is wall and is on the floor, because Godot has its own detection thing for to detect if we are on the wall or the floor and things. And I'm using the Godot thing in here and not the collider version that I have created, which is important. And I'm doing the same in here. I believe I have not using the ground detection then. Have I used this before? Or it just... Oh, I'm using it for the coyote jump. Alright. Then I'm using this. Great. Yes, indeed. Is grounded. So I'm using this for the coyote jump. Excellent. Great. Now it is pixel perfect. Now it only sticks to the wall if we actually are on a wall. If we are slightly close, it will not trigger, but if we are on a pixel distance, and it is not perfect, it is I believe a threshold of 3 pixels to work around, which is basically the distance between the collider and the actual wall, which is not 3 pixels, it is 2 pixels as I see. So there's 2 pixels in here. So it should have a 2 pixel threshold. So I'm trying to... So there is 1 pixel in between. It doesn't trigger. But it triggers like this. And this will trigger by if we are just 2 pixels inside, or this is just touching it. I'm trying to make a gray pixel just in there and not have the white inside the things, but I'm struggling with it. Come on. There you go, in here. If I jump, there you go. See? In here. So, basically, the white pixels of I.A.N are not inside the grey pixels. But if I jump, you see? It triggers the wall thing, and the wall sticky thing, it's actually inside the wall. But this thing can trigger even if I'm 1 pixel away. Or it should trigger when I'm 1 pixel away, because the wall collider thing, if you notice on the player, the wall collider goes even if the wall animation pixels go there. So it has a threshold of 2 pixels. Of course, this can be increased or decreased and whatever, and we are definitely gonna do that when we are balancing the game. But yeah, I think all the debugging of our character is kinda done. Right? So I can now jump around and have a better control of I.A.N. And some bugs are clean up and whatnot. So yeah, bug fixing and stuff. So even if I happen to slide on the wall, it will automatically rotate to the wall thing. There you go. Fantastic. There's a switch in there. There's a wall in there. Hell yeah. By the way, you may notice this bug in here, which is our workaround to hide the door behind walls. This thing is going to be fixed in a future version of Godot. Yep, there's future things to come around for this stuff. So yeah, stay tuned for that. But in the meanwhile, our I.A.N shenanigans has come to an end. And let's see what we can do on the enemy, you know? Because we have been working on I.A.N for, you know, almost 2 hours. There's 1 hour and 40 minutes. Well, let's be honest. I've been working on I.A.N for like 20 minutes or something, and the rest of the stream I've just been waffling around, talking about something unrelated to the game. I'm just hydrating myself. But yeah, there's that. So we are just safe to, I believe, to go to the enemy. So yeah, let's just look at the enemy and think, what can we do to you? We have a detection area, and the detection area does the thing. Let me see. So detection area is this. Detection area. And we have the area 2D, that does the collider thing, and if something enters this area, it will trigger this. And it is on the 2, it only detects the player. I will create another one. Yes, indeed. I will duplicate this one. And I'll name it another path. This path I will need to make the shape way smaller. The radius of this, it's linked to the one on top. Come on, don't link this. Don't link them together, please. I have duplicated them. I don't want them to be, you know, synced to each other. I want them to be different. So please, don't mess around with this. Let me have them different. And it's not letting me having them different. It's a Godot bug. Let me do this. Delete this. Add a collision. Collider. Collision shape 2D. There you go. And let me make this a sphere. There you go. Fix it. It was a Godot bug. There you go. And now I'm going to make it small. Very small. I want to see the number, please. Do we want pixel perfect? I don't know. Two pixels, that's fine. I will name this player because, you know, this is detection area for the player and this is the detection area for the path. Fantastic. Now, I need the code, because problems have I.A.N. Pretty sure of it. Because there's the... or not. Close. Let me see this. There's the draw, the process... Okay, this is for the line of sight thing. There's the function on update timeout. There's this on path, and there's this on area 2D body entered. There's that. There's int pos, target fund, and there's that. So let me see. On process delta, there's the queue redraw, there's this to draw the line, there's the update, which is calculating the path and whatnot, to see if it's in range. Where do I see if it's in range? It's on path that I see if it's in range. Where do I see I'm in range? Okay, let's analyze what I have done in the previous work. So I have in range if I enter the detection area. Good. And then this doesn't matter. If I'm in range, then it will do last known position, great. Vector blah blah blah. It will do all these things. There's the target found emit path. But how do I know I'm in range though? There's not an in range false or something? It starts in false, goes to true. Do you ever go to false or not? Or it's just something useless going on in here? Which it probably is. Then why do I have this? On update timeout. If I'm in range, do the path update.start. So it starts doing the update again to calculate the path. Ooh, that means I will be always trying to go to the arrive position, right? Because it's the last known thing. Let's see. It's... God damn it, I will need to change a lot of stuff in here. Base. So... let me see if I remember how to select this. This. So... test the scenes slash test first dot tscm n. Save that, play, and there you go. I definitely noticed the change. Now the wall stick is not as we need to be more precise with wall stick, which I don't dislike though. Yeah, I don't dislike that. Anyway, there's this thing in here, arrived. This arrived thing, it's the thing that we need to stop the thing doing. So, let me see. Let me see this. So, I will need to make sure this thing should trigger the other stuff. It's in an arrived state. It's in an arrived state. But it's still doing the path thing. Because it's updating. So if we arrive at the location, so let me see the enemy code to trigger the arrival. If path.size equals to 0, that means we have arrived. Let me see the detection and let's trigger something. Because there's this path, right? And this path will do this. And so when I emit path, I send path to the player, so target found emit path, which will trigger the target found emit path in here with the signal thing, or not. Is this connected? I believe it does by this, right? I need to find the thing, so target found in here. There you go. So self path equals to the target, which is the target in there, in the other code. And if path is null, then we do this, we stop. Else, let's print path, because why not? Print path. Or in this case, target. I want to see. Come here. Now I want to see to reach the arrive state, and when you reach the arrive state, you still have 2 places. There's variation in here. Let me stop and see the output and see the distance on those dots. There's 3 coordinates. There's the arrival, and there's this. So 54, 56, and 60. So there's a variation of 6 or 5. There is a variation of 5 around it. Between this and this. In this case there's only 2. Sometimes there's more, sometimes there's less. But usually there's a variation of 5. Or almost 5. I see. The variation of 5 is normal, because I believe it's the variation that I have applied in the offset, right? Near offset. So if you see the near offset, it's probably floating by .5, so there you go, that's probably it. .5 is not 5 though. .5 is not 5, my friend, so why are you triggering longer coordinates? Or are you calculating my position and his position? No, it doesn't, because the position is on the visual thing. I'm thinking on what can I do. First off, before I forget, I need to change this in here. So we have ground, player, enemy, bomb, and whatnot. Let's make it 8. The 8, we are going to make it for our pathfinding or patrolling system, to name it correctly. The patrol system will have the name of 8, the collision layer 8. There you go. More stuff. The path, let me see, when I trigger the path, I have the space state, and I'm probably triggering the player, right? Global position, normalized, blah blah blah. Physics ray query parameters. Init pos global position. Alright, I have found a way to do this. So I will use this stuff in here. Path slice and whatnot. I want this if. I definitely want this if. Because I'm going to do something similar. Now I need to update this if to read my code. The code on the detection area. So basically I want to check in here. Let me see. If path, not the path, because I don't have any path. What I have is the last known position. And the last known position, it is a vector too, so there is a x and a y. So last known position x plus the near offset, I will make it 0.5, because why not? So I have the last known position x, the last known position x, the offsets are applied, the same thing for the y. And there you go. If that's the case, then in range should be false. And it will stop doing this. Let's see. Still updating. So I probably need to increase the offsets. Let's try to increase the offsets to something in here. 10? There's a difference of 10? That's worrisome. That's worrisome. Let's try it, because why not? Let's make it 5, just to see what happens. Because why not? You know? Why not? Come here and arrive when you want. So 5 wasn't enough. Let's make it 10 then. The offsets are increasing though, and I don't like it. I really don't like it. Doesn't matter. As long as it works, doesn't matter. So let's see. You are still... Wait, it's still updating. Let me see the offsets. So 49, 48, 44. You are within range. What's your problem? You are within the offset. You are within the offset. So why are you not triggering false? First I need to make it stop doing the print of the coordinates. Doesn't... Well, we know it's going to trigger this if it says arrive. Because you know it's near. When you know it's moving, then the path is not null. Oh. I might know why this was failing then. Oh, alright, then I need to trigger this, but no. Instead. And the range will be false. That's not gonna fix it though. I think it's not gonna fix it though. Let's see. Yep, it's not fixed. Why it does the offset thing on the other side, but it doesn't do it in here, and it keeps triggering this. It doesn't do this. Well, if we keep increasing the offset, it will arrive at a place that, you know, it should stop, I believe. It can't go forever though. Really? How much offset do you need? 5,000. Let's see 5,000. If it does something. Come on. You do something at 5,000. I see. So we are in the... We are going somewhere. We are going somewhere. So you are doing something, which is good. Good. Come here. Let's see. Do you get arrive? But you don't stop. So you need something bigger than 100. Let's try 500. I don't know why you need 500, but that's fine, I guess. Okay, 500 is too much. 200. I'm really don't understanding this too much. Why those values need to be too high, but you know. So 200 isn't enough. 200 isn't enough. Is 250 enough? Is 250 enough? Now we are doing mouse and cat situation, which isn't great. But as long as it works, I'm fine with it. So not enough. 300 we'll try. So we know 500 works, so yeah. If it works, it works. Maybe. Maybe. Let's see. Not enough. If I see some, I'm happy, but not too much. We are maybe approaching the number we want, the magic number. Come on. That was not enough. So 400 it is. I should have left the near offset in there. So I'll just needed to make that, but anyway, it is something. Come on. Really? 400 is not enough? So 450 then. I believe 500 did something. So 450 maybe in there. Come on. Follow me. Arrive and then stop. So it's not working. Let's check up if 500 still makes it stop. It probably won't, because my system is not great. It did! You piece of garbage. But you are not going to the place you should go. See? You immediately stop. That's not the way. I need to think in another way to do this. I really need to think another way to do this. And while I think, I will ask the modders to start searching for a raid target, because we are approaching 8 o'clock and I'm starting to become angry. I need the foods. I need the foods. Let me see. This is not a way to do that. This is not a way to do that. You know what? I'm gonna delete this. And I'm going to do something else right now. Yes, I will. So, ad break in progress. There's an ad running now on Twitch. Let's see. Yeah, the sad thing about searching for a raid is I immediately saw our viewer count go down, which is a sad reality. But you know, it is what it is, and now it's 1, even worse. Sadness all around. Well, we know the viewer count isn't great, but yeah, there's something. It is normal, I know that will happen. When a streamer talks about doing a raid or saying something related to, or even showing a sign of ending the stream, people usually go away from it and close the video, jumps to another stream. It is normal. It is something I was expecting, which is actually not a bad thing. It's something that we would need to think in the future. Maybe we would have a code sign. Instead of the saying search for a raid target, we'll say something different. Like X. If I randomly starting talking about X, then you know, modders will know what that would mean. Suddenly X. Yes, you know it. You know it. Lol, maybe eggs in the chat. That will work. Yeah, something, yeah. You know a good sign would be the streamer doing something in chat, like, you know, doing something like this.
Just read the chat. Look at the chat and read it.
Something like that. So, if the streamer does something, then you will know. Having some sound alert for ourselves to trigger or something like that. something that we need to do it, you know, off camera, off stream, so the viewers don't know and they keep seeing the stream, you know? Obviously they will see the end when I start plugging things and whatnot, so yeah, that it will work just to make people keep watching until we arrive at the our typical end stream thing, you know, but yeah, that will be something to think about. Or maybe just stay like that and don't care too much about that because, well, stream is important, but game, you know, it's more important. Our motto is focus on the game, not on the stream, so yeah, there's that as well. But let's stop mumbling because I will need something different. Which is something in here. Yeah. So let me just copy something from here. In here, I will need... What do I need from here, though? I need to do this on enemy, though. I actually need to do this on enemy. So, enemy, come here, export variable, path, or target, or patrol. This will be a node 2D, and there's that. Now, on begin, do I not have a begin something? I do not. So function underscore ready, and I can make this null, I think. Can I? It's doing a red thing. Expected indent block after function declaration. Oh, because of the ready, right. Don't worry. If patrol is different than null, then I need an if. If this is different than null, then I need to go to the detection area. I didn't want to switch the script, my friend, come on. So detection area dot, and I need something from the script, which is last known position and target, but then if I do the target thing, it will do the raycast to the player, right? Let me see, space state, global position, target position, there's a target pose. Target position, and then there's that. But there's this crap in here. And result collider is in group layer. This thing in here. It's not great. Because there's the player and there's nothing. Because updates the last known position. I think I know what to do. I need to update the last known position and I need to update the target. So I need to update target pose, last known position and trigger path. I think that's it. I think that's it. So last. So first off, target. Or how do I access the script in there? So do I need to encapsulate that? Probably. So thank target so function target update. This will get the target and I think I don't need anything more. So there's the target. So target pose equals to target start position. There you go. And last, known position equals to the same thing. And then we trigger path. There you go. Now we call this, go to the enemy, we do that, and then call the target to update, and we call it to the patrol node. We send patrol node there. There you go. Fantastic. Now I need to create a node. And that node, well, it isn't over. I need to do more stuff in here before we do that. So detection area. There's the player, which triggers the on-body entered and exited. And there's this. And I hope this also triggers the same thing. Because area 2D, area 2D. And I hope it's working, even though I have renamed them player and path. I hope they still are triggering the same signals, which is the not this one, this one, on area 2D body entered. There you go. These signals are triggering at the same time, but the cool thing is, this signal is only for the mask on the player, on the layer collision of the player, and this one is on 8, which is a different one. So yes, I believe it's working fine, and if we see the collider, if I make this like that, the collider is a very tiny small one, which is good. It's great. It's fantastic. That's what we want. For now. I'm gonna save this and I'm gonna create a new thing. Time for a new thing. So in here I'm going to create a new node, which is a node 2D. In this node 2D I'm going to call it path or patrol. This patrol will have a script and a collider. I need a collider in here, obviously. It will be an area, so it's not a body. So it is not a body. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. So collider. We just need a circle. There you go. Why are you doing that? So only provides collision shape to collision object to the deliver a node. Collision object to the collision object to the change. How did I change this again? Change type. Collision. No, I cannot do that. This needs to be a node 2D. Now this, though, needs to be different. And of course I don't have the layer things in here, so it needs to be different. What do you want? Area, static, or rigid? It can be a static body. It can be a static body. Static body today. There you go. Circle is good. Doesn't matter. Instead of 10 I'm going to make it 2, because why not? Or maybe a 4. Yeah, a 4. Now this in here, it's very important that I place this thing on layer 8 and only the layer 8. And now I'm gonna save this as a new scene. So save branch as a scene. I will place it on characters, enemies, and you can stay in there. Patrol, yeah. Enemies, and there's the patrol in here. Great. Now I can delete this one. And I'm gonna drag this to here. Now I select my enemy. Go to the patrol assign in here, and I select patrol. Okay. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. I'm going to go close to here. And the enemy hasn't moved. The enemy hasn't moved, even though there's this in there. This isn't null. And so when I go to the enemy code, because patrol isn't null, then it should do this. Target updates patrol. But when I go to this, target patrol, and I try to trigger this, print, it should do a on the beginning. And it does. Great. So we know it's kinda going. That's not what we want, but we are going there. So I call this thing. Okay, we are calling this thing. Great. Target position, last known position, path. Okay. When I entered... Oh, there is this in range as well. Was that? It was that stupidity? Let's see. Yes, a very lazy enemy. And what the heck you want? Invalid get index 0. Path no? What's going on in here? What's going on in here, my friend? What's happening? Oh, I understand. Path? But this is null. And this is patrol. And that's not null. And then triggers this. I go this. Go there, right? I update the thing. Target position, right? I don't do any of that in here. I do that, call this, and start. And so I do the path thing, recast player. Am I actually doing the player bullshit thing in here? I actually am. See, the player. And I'm doing the pathfinding thing for the player. Huh. We need to change this to something different. Yep. We need to change this to something different. Now, the is in range and stuff and whatnot, in range, last known position. There's that. Let me just make sure. Raycast player. This is the raycast. This is the raycast, right? This is the thing we need. Right? The target position changes. Target pose changes. So this changes or not? No. But the last known position stays. I only need is in range and this. So let's change that. This target position goes away. So there's the last known position, target dot position, and there's the in range true, and there's the path. And I trigger the path, and I do the update thing. Let's see. It still triggers bullshit. What's your problem? Path isn't null. And there's nothing in there. Why are you being annoying? Why are you being annoying? Maybe I should change the name of this to patrol? Because it's the patrol detection area. And the target update, I update the last known position, target position, which is this target. We don't have anything else called target. We have target pause, but anything else called target. Great. We say it's in range true, we do the update start, and we do the path. And the path, raycast player, the raycast player will be false. Do I mess around with the last known position? Yes, I do. But only if this is empty. If this is not empty, if the result is not empty, and is in the player, then this updates. But I didn't update this bullshit. So you're still doing this. So yeah, this is the raycast to update the last known position, and then I enter is in range because I have activated that thing, and last known position is different from vector to 0, 0. That means we'll do this, and it will emit path. Now the path should have stuff in there. Print path. Let's see what you do. Come on, let me see. The path is empty. Why you do an empty path, though? That's what I wonder. Why are you doing an empty one? Because patrol node isn't now. Let me see the enemy in the level, please. Test one. So this enemy, if I click in here, there's a sign. That's null. I believe that's null because it doesn't assign anything. So it should be null. Or it isn't. Let's make sure. If I do play this in here, I shall see it too. I don't see nothing. Let me see. No, no, okay, that's work. The patrol is detected, which is good. There's 2 nodes and 1 patrol. Great. So this works. So we have a null. If this isn't null, then it do the target update and it triggers the target update on the enemy, on the detection area, target update. We have already see the yay in here, so we know it works. So we update the last known position on target position, which is our patrol thing. Global position. It still don't like that. It doesn't like that. Let's see. Print last non-pos. It will still give the error, but we can go there and see. There's a position. There's a position. If there's a position, then we have a target. In range true, and there's a position, and we'll start this. On starting the path, we have a last position. This path is empty though. Why you give me an empty path though? Default 2D map read, get world 2D, get navigation map, start position, vector to global position, there's the last known position. Path goes to there, but this last known position result.position. There's that, then there's the path between the start position, which is our current position, and the target position. And that should create a path. But it doesn't. Why you don't do a path though? Because if I change this to the player thing, I bet it will do. Let's try it. Where can I easily get my player global position? There you go. Let's change that to this. And see. Will you give me an empty one? You still give me an empty one. Because it triggered that. Why are you giving me an empty one? What's your problem? What's your problem? What's your goddamn problem, my friend? Space state intersect ray query. Result collider is in group player, then result collider name, result position. But it doesn't like that. It really doesn't like that. Because I give them a coordinate in there and a coordinate in there. So it should get the thing. But it doesn't. The path is empty. Why the path is empty? Let's print start pause plus target pause. Come on, my friend. Vector 2 and string. 2 string. It is what 2 string? Oh, it's str, I believe. str. str. Is it? Yeah. Boom, exploded, and it gave me coordinates. It gave me coordinates, then it shouldn't be empty. So if you give me coordinates and I try to do this and it doesn't do this, let me just remove the print, save this. I'll just comment this because that's what's triggering the problem. If I go there, he finds me. But then it will not do the thing that we want. What's your problem? Why with me why you find me, but you don't find me? Don't find the thing on the start. Why the target position isn't the target position? The last known thing. Vector 2. This is a vector 2. I pass a vector 2 in here. Position is a vector 2 that goes to there. So what's your problem? It's something about global position? It isn't, because we have tried that and it failed. And it explodes. So let me see. If path equals to this, then path equals no. Come on. Come on. Do I need to do a space? Array empty. Can I do this? How do I create an empty array? It doesn't I'm trying to do something like this. If result different than this crap. I want to do something similar. But it doesn't let me. So print path. Let's play this. It will trigger something in there. I want this. Go back to there and see if path zero, no, then path equals to no. Cannot assign a value of type null as packet vector to array. Okay, then I will do something else. I will emit null, else. There you go. Let's see. It still exploded and did something. Out of bounds, zero index. Of course. Because I can't do nothing because this is zero and I'm doing something gets that. This one is hard. This one is hard to do. That's why I'm going to leave it for another day, of course. Ending this on a bug. As usual, we are on brand. So yeah. There's people already calling me for dinner and yeah. So I'm going to end this on brand with a freaking bug that doesn't let the enemy go to the patrol place. So I'm just gonna comment this just so it doesn't, you know, triggers any mistakes. So this is comment, doesn't matter what does in here, it will always not do nothing because, you know, this is not in range. So it doesn't matter what happens. There you go. And then the game is working but the enemy is not patrolling. And if you want to see the enemy patrolling in the near future, you know, we have our other socials, the links down in the description, where you can follow us for, you know, to see if the enemy will actually patrol or not. And because I haven't talked about Discord in this stream, I'm gonna do that plug. Usually when I end up the stream with a bug, if I resolve that bug in the same day, I usually do a sneak peek on our Discord and share in there that we have resolved the bug and how I did it, which is kind of fun. And as well, there is a place where we talk with each other and with our community, and we are welcome to say hi in there. So if you are, you know, interested in joining us there, link in the description. As well with all the other socials, Instagram, Twitter, known as X now because, you know, things, and we even have a TikTok, you know. Even I don't use it. There's also that with the shorts on YouTube as well. We have an YouTube if you want to join us. In it, actually, this stream VODs will be available in there as well if you are interested on that. But I believe that's it for today. I hope you have am I joining at the end? Yes, sadly, yes, you are. Which is, you know, it's sad for us, but we are happy to see you in here, which is very nice. And, you know, if you are interested in our work, you can always watch the VOD. It will be available on our YouTube, because we have a YouTube channel. The link is down in the description. But, you know, if you don't like YouTube, the VOD will be available in here on Twitch as well. So, yeah, there's that. But you know, if you are interested in our game, I can play and show you a little bit of our gameplay, you know, because abandoning and viewer at the end will be in a very bad taste, you know. We have our I.A.N, our playable character on our platform or 2D platformer pixel art game, very heavily inspired in Metroidvania, so in the Metroidvania genre. And yeah, we have our player, we have our enemy with vision or vision patrolling things, you know, pathfindings and whatnot. Yeah, there's that. And I hope you have enjoyed, and see you next time, which will be Friday. Not me streaming though, it will be someone of our team. It can be the artist, can be the marketing girl, can be our narrative Satan with more lore for the game or gameplay, who knows. But yeah, so I hope you have enjoyed it, and see you next time. And thank you for the comment, Matatoska. The artist appreciates. Just waiting for the raid. Do-do-do-do-do. Oh, today we are going to raid Sono. Well, bye bye.